I'm Barry Davis with your KENS 5 News Now. San Antonio firefighters really busy overnight, had to deal with a couple of fires, one on the south side. That was a house fire, left a family of 6 without a warm place to sleep. Happened just before 10 last night. Fire started at the home in the 200 block of Pendleton. After investigating, fire officials believe it was caused by an electrical issue in the attic. The family was able to find a place to stay with some other relatives. And investigators believe squatters may have been to blame for a fire on the northwest side. This happened just after 1 this morning at an apartment building in the 8500 block of Wakefield. When crews got there, they found smoke coming from a first floor unit of that building. That's where they found a mattress on fire. Crews quickly put the fire out. Our crew on the scene captured the moments firefighters were canvassing each apartment unit. And they say in all of those empty units, they found signs of squatters. And this cold can get dangerous fast. Several nonprofits are working to get people out of the freezing weather. One group told us they took in people with frostbite. Organizers with Communities Under the Bridge tell us their main goal is to ensure that we don't lose anyone during this Arctic blast. And an advocate tells us they're just focused on getting people the basics.
Of serving our unsheltered friends from the street. We are solely here for them and their support. They lack everything that we have in our homes. People in San Antonio have big hearts, especially when it comes to our homeless.
Communities Under the Bridge always looking for monetary or clothing donations and volunteers as well. Now, across the area, shelters are offering care. It depends on the needs of the individuals. Everything is free. This is a look at one of the city-run resiliency hubs on the southeast side. And during this cold, the nonprofit and mutual aid communities have been especially busy reaching out to the homeless. But it's not just these organizations. They say this is a community effort.
There isn't enough shelter, and there definitely isn't enough caseworkers. And so it really needs to be a community effort of us all going and seeing what can we do.
They're really hoping during this cold and the coming hold that everyone will support those who are providing hands-on care to those who may be facing life or death challenges over the next 48 hours. And if you need a place to stay warm, VIA is offering free rides to and from warming centers. This is a look at the warming shelters that are open now. The centers marked in purple means that they're open now. The yellow means they open this morning around 9 or 10 o'clock. You can get a free ride for as long as these centers remain open. All you have to do is tell the bus driver you're headed to a warming center when you get on the bus. And if you head to one of these shelters, be sure to bring clothes, supplies, any medicine you might need as well. And Animal Care Services say they have a zero tolerance on leaving pets out in the cold as well. ACS urging everyone to bring your pets indoors in weather like this. And if your pets do need to be outside, make sure they have some kind of shelter, at least 3 walls and a roof, something warm maybe to lay on, and access to food and water. As of Monday afternoon, 32 people were cited for tying up their dogs in the cold. The city says if you make a report dialing 311, it can take up to 3 days for an ACS agent to get there. Another option is to call SAPD's non-emergency line. And Paul, the thing is, with weather like this, that cold can get to you just that quick, too.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, today we're going to have complete sunshine. High will only be in the mid-30s, around 36. So a cold day for us. And once the sun goes down, temperatures at 10-25, I think low tomorrow morning, about 16.
Oh, we don't need that. Thanks, Paul. San Antonio Police Chief William McManus is going to brief the city's Public Safety Commission a little later today on crime stats for 2023. He's going to be talking about crimes described in 3 separate categories: crimes against persons, which include murder, assaults, sex offenses; crimes against property, arson, burglary, theft, fraud, those type things; and crimes against society, animal cruelty, gambling, drug crimes. The chief will also be comparing 2023 data to the year before. And speaking of crimes, a local restaurant was hit Sunday night, lost more than $5,000 worth of stuff. This was at the Smashin Crab off Bandera. They posted these pictures on Facebook. Their security camera picked up several men taking things from their external freezer. Those thieves left behind a mattress and a furniture dolly. Now, if you recognize any of these people, you're asked to simply call police. That is your KENS 5 News Now. Thanks so much for joining me. Thanks for following us online, too. I'm Barry Davis. I'll see you tomorrow.